Yeah, another little girl, beautiful little girl named Sienna. We're obviously very happy, very tired after the whole thing, but both the baby and her mother are doing well, and just a proud moment for the family.
I guess that gets a bit of anxiety out of the system before the game, and
Yeah.
you can go knowing you don't have to rush back.
Yeah, for sure. Obviously on a high, I feel on top of the world with a new blessing. And yeah, everything's kind of in perspective after something like that, so we're enjoying the moment and obviously, yeah, on a high.
And obviously going up to Brisbane, they're yet to get a win this season. What threats do they pose?
Yeah, I think the most dangerous teams are the ones that are hungry for a win. Obviously, they're at home and they'd want their first win in front of their fans. So, you know, we've got to be ready. We've done well travelling this year. Way to Western, we put in a good performance. But every game's a new test. We have to execute our game plan, and if we do so, ultimately, we're confident we'll come away with the points.
It looked like it was pretty hot when Victory played there. I think it was at 3 p.m. game
Yeah.
as well. And, is that a factor at all?
Yeah, for sure. Conditions are always a factor. It's an early kickoff, so we expect it to be hot, but you know, it is what it is. Same for both teams. It's no excuse to not do the right things. But like I said earlier, it's about us executing our game plan that we train on during the week and putting in a good performance.
In competition like this, how important is the start? And obviously, given what happened last season as well, how much emphasis have you put on banking those early 3 points?
Yeah, every 3 points is important. You know, it's a relatively short season here, and to get off to a good start and build momentum early, I think sets a tone for the season. You know, this year I think we've performed extremely well. In games we didn't get the 3 points we probably deserved to, and so we can take confidence out of our performance to hopefully lead us to more points in the season. So yeah, it's just about executing the plan.
How much of a difference does it make for you having Bratton back in the middle of the park?
Yeah, Bratty's quality. He's been one of the best midfielders in the league for some time now. Given he's a close mate of mine, I really enjoy playing alongside him. He brings a good presence in midfield and understanding of the game, and he drives people around him. So it's a pleasure to have him back and play alongside him, and he's a massive boost for us.
Yeah, the last couple of games he's noticeably gone down and hobbled off only to run back on again. He's a pretty tough character, but I guess it probably takes a little bit psychologically to get used to that.
Yeah, you know, it's a concern for, I think everyone around him is more concerned than he is when he goes down. But, you know, he's going to get back up and keep going. It's just, you know, the character that he is. He's a fighter, and he's been itching to get back into things, and, you know, he's pushing his body as much as he can to get the best out of himself, and I think he's been great. So, yeah, he's doing well.
Fantastic. You were the player of the season last year at the club, and I think Steve was pushing for you to shoot more and get amongst the goals more. Is that the same this season?
Yeah, for sure. That's also a personal goal of mine. You know, I think I get my biggest satisfaction from contributing in every minute of the game, not just on the score sheet. You know, I don't shy away from my defensive duties or covering teammates, running back, and most of all creating and holding the ball up, bringing others into the game. That's what I pride myself on. But goals and assists are important at the end of the day, and I'll be looked to add to my tally for sure.
Obviously playing away this weekend, but how much more settled do you think the squad will be, given you have a brand new home ground and you're not playing in between stadiums?
Yeah, it's great. Firstly, the stadium is unreal. You know, in the past I got to play there as a visiting team, as an away team with the Mariners, and this time round, you know, I have the fans supporting me, and it's amazing. It's I think it's obviously the best in the league, and you know, with a stadium like that and a fan base like we have, we should be, you know, very confident going into every home game.
Just Anthony, a couple of quick ones. Obviously, the new system, a lot more attacking football this year. Is that really enjoyable to play in when the team is sort of flying forward?
Yeah, absolutely. When we get it right, it's great. I think you saw last week against Macarthur, particularly in the first half an hour, we got in behind them often. We looked very dangerous every time we went forward, and that's, you know, a product of winning the ball higher up the field, pressuring teams, and then, you know, looking at getting behind. So going forward, we look great. You know, we create chances and build up easily. I think obviously our work needs to be done defensively to tidy up. We concede a bit too often, I think, but, you know, that's something we'll get right as we go into this new system.
And just looking at the way the team has played over the last few weeks, just the confidence seems to be growing and growing with the new boys.
Yeah, for sure. You know, the new players have settled in really well. The important thing is we've got a great, group of people that have each other's backs. I think that goes a long way on the football field. And, you know, we're all embracing the new formation and the season ahead, so it's exciting times.
Anthony, how much excitement is there about some of the young players who had to step up in the last couple of weeks and they're doing a good job?
Yeah, they are. Obviously, you know, they've been successful with our youth teams in the past. They've been training with us for a while now. They're great kids with good attitudes, which is the most important. That will help them grow as footballers. And they're surrounded by players and people that want to see them do well. So for them, it's about taking the opportunity when they play, and the rest will take care of itself.
And how much of a future does Patrick Wood have at Sydney FC in general? He's quite young, but he's up there as the man at the moment, isn't he?
Yeah, for sure. I love Woody. I'm a big fan of Woody. His energy, you know, he's great. He always brings energy to the team, drives the team forward. He chases every ball, and, you know, he gets rewarded with a goal at the end of the day, which is important for us to pick up as many points as we can. So, massive fan of Woody. He's got the right attitude, and I'd love to see him succeed.
Obviously, it's been a tough couple of years for the competition with COVID, but everything's opened up now, and with a World Cup on the horizon, it's really brought the A-League into focus. I mean, how exciting is that as a player? Yeah,
for sure. I think, you know, we've got a great product in this country. I think the football's good. You saw when we came up against the likes of Barcelona, we produced a great performance and really showed that the A-League has some real quality. You know, that coupled with other footballing events has brought attention to the league, and, you know, deservedly so. I think the league is heading in the right direction. We've brought in some good players across all teams this year, which will just add to the excitement and build on the good product that we have.
Just finally, obviously we've got the Roar this weekend, but is there any sort of one eye next weekend on the big derby? It's going to be huge. The excitement of that game must be just in the back of the mind.
Yeah, probably. Just having a derby at home is exciting. That's the first game you kind of look for when the draw comes out at the start of the year. But you know, priority for us players and staff is getting the 3 points this week.